If I could describe the Mahima Home in one word, the movement, it would be hope. The reason IJM started, one of the many reasons, was we were wondering where was the church in times where things were going wrong in different countries and different cities, and injustice was occurring.
Well, Haley is my firstborn granddaughter, and I will probably get emotional when I talk about her because she's my heart. She is very mature in her attitude about wanting to help. She had read Half the Sky, and she asked me to read it, and I did. And it impacted her greatly. It impacted me as well. I became emotional, broke down with the group. And I realized why I did, because Haley was the same age as these girls. When we played with them, danced with them, painted their nails, they were girls like any place in the world. What I felt is we put faces to statistics. We know people now. And that's the only way I feel that a person could experience that. I would highly recommend it to anyone. This is life-changing for her. She looked at me the last day and she said, "Grams, I'm coming back here." And I fully believe that she will.
So I've had a very privileged life. I've been very fortunate, and I've felt love throughout my entire life and had material blessings, and definitely made me wonder why. Why have I been blessed so much and they haven't? It's not obviously anything that I've done, and I think that that gives me a purpose to fight for these girls and to love them and treat them how they deserve to be treated, because it could have just as easily been me. Well, we had talked before we went to Calcutta about it being a spiritually dark place, and I definitely saw that, but then I've never seen such contrast in my life, because there were just these bright spots all over the place and amazing girls with amazing stories everywhere we went, and I could see God working. We went to a cafe one day called the Hope Cafe, where they employ girls with Rocky Pass, and one of the girls there had been trafficked, but when she got to the brothel, refused customers, and so they beat her, and she ended up actually running away. A lot of the police officers there are corrupt, but she found one who was not, and so she was able to go back and actually rescue one of her friends from the brothel, which must have taken incredible courage to go back there. And I think that really gave me hope that if she can do it after all she's been through, all of the girls definitely have that hope to restore their lives.
If you thought about the typical life of a child in Calcutta, India, and how it usually progresses, it could be depressing thinking that way. But each day on the mission trip, we were presented with a different way that the groups of people in Calcutta are working through God. There were many moments, but one in particular, we were at the aftercare home visiting with the girls, and one of the questions that I wanted to ask was, what do you want to be when you grow up? And one of the little girls said, "I want to be a woman village leader." And another said, "I want to be a doctor." And then another came, and another, and another. And it was, "I want to be a mother. I want to be a teacher. I want to be someone who works in aftercare. I want to rescue other girls." And to me, that question told me this place is working, because these children have hope. One of the girls at Mohima shared her story. She was actually taken by a man who said that he was going to take her to her grandfather's house to visit. And she left with this man, and he raped her and took her to the brothel. It's horrible what they've endured. And yet, through Mohima, I saw her dancing and singing and having a good time. And I think that showed me God's grace at work, that you can endure that kind of a life and come out on the other side joyous. I'm very grateful for the opportunity, and I will not waste it.
I decided that my mission, and God helped me with this, is to make people aware that this is a global problem. It is happening in Calcutta, India, but it's also happening in Greensboro, Georgia, and Atlanta, Georgia. We cannot close our eyes to this.
raising awareness and sharing the story is how I've readapted to being back here. If you can't go, I'd say read Half the Sky, read the good news about injustice, anything that you can read, and donate. Anything that you can do for the issue helps.
To me, Mahima means courage.